Have you ever wondered why you sometimes make brilliant decisions, and other times, well, not so much? Why do we often jump to conclusions, or stick to a belief even when faced with contradictory evidence? Welcome to a concise summary of Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Daniel Kahneman, 1934 to 2024, was an Israeli-American psychologist who won the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences in 2002. His groundbreaking work, alongside his longtime collaborator Amos Tversky, who passed away before the Nobel Prize was awarded, essentially founded the field of behavioral economics. Before their work, the prevailing idea in economics was that humans are perfectly rational beings who always make decisions to maximize their own benefit, often called Homo economicus. Kahneman and Tversky, through decades of research, showed that this isn't true. Instead, human judgment and decision-making are often influenced by predictable psychological quirks, biases, and shortcuts, leading us to make choices that are not always logical or in our best interest. Thinking, Fast and Slow, published in 2011, is a summary of his life's work, making these complex ideas accessible to a wider audience. So, what's the core concept? Kahneman proposes that our minds operate with two distinct systems of thinking. Imagine them as two different gears in your brain. System 1, the fast thinker. This is your autopilot. It's automatic, intuitive, and works without effort. Think about recognizing a friend's face, understanding a simple sentence, or reacting quickly to a sudden noise. System 1 is lightning fast, constantly running in the background, giving you gut feelings and quick impressions. It's fantastic for efficiency and survival. But it's also prone to making mistakes because it loves shortcuts and can jump to conclusions. Then there's System 2, the slow thinker. This is your conscious, effortful brain. It kicks in when you need to solve a complex math problem, analyze a difficult situation, or carefully weigh a major life decision. System 2 can override System 1's quick impulses. But here's the catch: it's a bit lazy. It prefers to conserve energy and will only engage if a situation really demands careful thought. The magic, and sometimes the mischief, happens in the interplay between these two systems. System 1 constantly offers up suggestions, and System 2 either accepts them or decides to dig deeper. Now, for the book summary. Kahneman masterfully shows how System 1's love for shortcuts, or heuristics, often leads to cognitive biases, those systematic errors in our thinking. He unpacks a whole roster of these fascinating mental traps. Ever notice how the first price you hear influences what you are willing to pay? That's anchoring. Availability heuristic. We tend to overestimate the chances of events that are easily remembered or highly publicized, like a plane crash, even though driving is statistically more dangerous. Loss aversion. We feel the pain of losing something far more intensely than the joy of gaining something of equal value. Ouch! Framing effect. The way information is presented can drastically change your choice, even if the underlying facts are the same. And overconfidence. We are often far too optimistic about our own abilities and predictions. Sound effect. Light, boing, or spring sound to signify a new idea. The book also introduces prospect theory, Kahneman and Tversky's Nobel Prize-winning work, which explains how we make decisions when facing risk. It's not about absolute gains or losses, but how we perceive them from our starting point. He also delves into the concept of the Two Selves, your experiencing self who lives in the moment, and your remembering self who tells the story of your life. Interestingly, the remembering self often distorts our past experiences, influencing our future choices in unexpected ways. In a sense, Thinking, Fast and Slow is a powerful revelation. It teaches us that our minds aren't always the perfectly rational machines we assume them to be. By understanding these two systems, their strengths, and especially their weaknesses, Kahneman empowers us to recognize when our gut instinct might be leading us astray. It's a guide to knowing when to pause, engage your slower, more deliberate thinking, and ultimately, make better, more informed decisions in your life. If you are ready to unlock the secrets of your own mind, we highly recommend diving into the full book. You won't look at your thoughts the same way again. Thank you.